This week you have 2 assignments to work on. One of them is the rhetorical appeals evaluation, where you're going to choose one of the readings that we did from the book this week, and you are going to evaluate how well that author did with using all of the appeals. Either you want to be able to produce an example of a place that they did use these appeals and talk about whether they did it effectively or not, or if they didn't, you want to identify that they did not do this appeal and explain what's the consequence to the argument that they're trying to make. Like if they forgot to do emotional appeal, make the case that they didn't do it, and then talk about like why does that matter? How does that maybe harm the effectiveness of their argument? Or if you feel like that was the right choice for the situation, you can also say that. The other assignment for this week is to just get you to answer a few questions to get you thinking about who would you be writing to. By the end of this week, you should kind of have a sense of what you may want to write about for Essay 5. And so you want to think about who would you be writing to, and what are some things you want to keep in mind about that audience, like things that, like what would they find to be logical and persuasive, what emotions would work well on them, and things like that. So there's a few questions for you to answer. There's not necessarily right answers. The point of the assignment is just to get you thinking about who you would be talking to so that you can keep that in mind as you start drafting your essay. Next week is going to be peer review, so we're doing this essay kind of quick. So you'll have the Monday class time to work on finishing the draft of your essay. So really by this weekend, you should have a pretty good idea what you want to write about. You may even want to start working on it over the weekend. And then we'll do peer review Wednesday through Friday. Essay will be due Sunday. And then all we have left is final reflection essay and revising. So we're basically done after next week, aside from just you guys making final adjustments. So make sure you get those 2 assignments done over the weekend, and next week we'll finish up Essay 5.